Oh my god. Hello everyone. The predictions. I'm doing them now. It's Friday at 3:30. Just got home from court. Tired, brain dead. No food in my body since last night at 6. Electric. Still look fat though. Shout out Scott. He'll love that. Yeah, this is going to be really quick. I got to go do more work, and then I got to go do a bunch of other shit. But I wanted to at least put out a half-hearted prediction video. I sent out my official predictions yesterday just so Thursday Night Football wouldn't inform them at all. So my overall choice of who I think is going to win cannot change, but I will be changing my analysis a little bit. Let's get into it. Try and get this in one video. All right, myself versus Rob. I did pick myself to win, and I got a great performance by Vidal on Thursday Night Football. Unfortunately, the Vikings defense, not a great performance, but that's okay. If I 20 or 17 points from my flex and defense, whatever, take it. I did pick myself to win. I really like having my Bills back. I like Dobbins against Dallas, Jamar Chase against the Jets, Devonta Smith against the Giants. I think the Eagles are going to absolutely wreck house on the Giants. Revenge game this Sunday. I think that's going to be bad. Over here, Rob is slipping. His team is slipping. Baker's hurt. He's Baker. He'll be fine, but he's injured. JT against Tennessee, granted, that might be a 40-piece, but he's starting the Bucks back, third stringer. He's starting Pickens against a great defense now that CD's back. He's starting Roma Dunes. Baltimore's defense starting to get a little healthier. He's taking a step back. He's starting Dalton Schultz, and he's starting Darius Slayton. And he's starting Parker Romo. Gross. That's why I picked myself. Josh Allen, James Cook, 2 bad games in a row. They're going to come and fuck you, Rob. Let's go. All right, number 2. I picked Rag to beat Mikosi, and last night was not great towards that goal. Jefferson, undersell, and Keenan Allen looked bad. Keenan Allen, and we'll get to Quentin Johnson. Earlier in the season, they were getting all the targets. Now it's lad time. It is officially lad time in San Diego. They're not in San Diego anymore. They're in LA, but you see my point. Rag also gets... I just like Rag's team better. He's starting Noah Fant. But me picking Rag was not about Rag. It was about Mikosi's team, which has fallen off a cliff. He's starting right now Devontae Wicks, who is not playing. He's starting Chuba Hubbard. He's starting the third-string Saints running back. He's starting Debo, who's coming off an injury. He's starting Drake May against the Cleveland defense. Scary, scary hours for a team in Mikosi that I thought was going to be a real contender. If you lose to Rag, you're basically out of contention. And now that I say that, I'm probably misremembering me losing to Rag. So fuck, whatever. Rag's winning. Let's go. Wow, I'm rapid firing these hoes right now. Sutton versus Briggs. I have proof that I picked Sutton before this. Let's fucking go. Jordan Addison had the opposite of last week. Last week he got a bunch of receptions for a bunch of yards, no touchdowns. This week, 3 receptions, but he got a touchdown. Decent week. Ladd McConkey is back. Too bad it's probably too late for it to matter for Sutton's season, but he's back. Sutton is starting Terry. I don't know if Terry's going to play. He has been practicing, but he also practiced last week. Love the Bo Nix start against Dallas this week. I think this is going to be a close game, but Jalen Hurts is going to get 20. Chase Brown is scary. Harvey's bad. He's starting Troy Franklin and the Jets tight end in his flex. Briggs' team is dog shit. Please hold. Briggs sent this earlier in the week to describe the state of his roster at the moment. I agree. It's bad. He's starting the Jets tight end as his flex. It's getting ugly. Mikosi and Briggs started off the season very hot. Their teams are a little bit banged up, a little bit ass, and here we are. But yeah, I'm Briggs. I'm playing a morning Friday round of golf, and I'm gonna go to a fun wedding tonight, and Oh, I have a winning record in fantasy. I don't feel bad for you. Bitch. All right, now we're really jumping around. We're going Pushan versus Brett. Unfortunately, I picked Brett to win this one. I made that decision before I knew that Aaron Jones was back. So Aaron Jones being back basically means Brett is back to having 0 running backs. He's starting 2 backups. He's starting banged up Jalen Waddle, and Tua just straight up admitted in a press conference. Tua was just like, "Yeah, I can't see over my offensive line, so I can't see Waddle." What? Tua? What? Okay, so yeah, I have Brett. Hopefully, CD just pops off. Pushan's team looking a little iffy this week. He's starting Downs, who has been banged up. He's starting P. Ryan. He's starting Derrick Henry. Who knows? Patty Mahomes will probably get him the win. Unfortunately, I picked Brett. Brett's team. Yes. All right, really flying through these now. Scott versus Clay. I did pick Scott to win. This is going to be close. Clay, I believe, just traded for Lamar. I'll get into that at the end, but I still have Scott to win. I love Ferguson. Achane in the flex is a ridiculously awesome play. I think Drake London bounce back game, especially against Miami's defense. Scatabo and Marks are going to be solid, and Herbert's been great. Right now, Evan Clay's a McCaffrey merchant. Nobody else on this team is too great to look at. Yeah, I had picked Scott, and I'm sticking with it. Like I said, I'm expecting a big game out of Drake London. The Falcons are up and down. Last week they were down. I'm expecting another boom out of that. Can't have many more games here. We got Maish versus Hayden. I picked Maish to win. He's a big favorite. Last night didn't really affect much other than the fact that Hines. What? I don't know. Calvin Ridley's out. We need to set your lineup, Hayden. He picked up the only decent waiver wire, the Chargers tight end, and then just benched him. God only knows why. He did great. Hayden, bad choices. That's why I picked Kyle to win. I think Jacobs is great. I think White, while Bucky's out, is great. Quentin Johnson getting 0, and you're still this big of a favorite, is saying a lot about the difference between these teams. Hopefully Kincaid plays for you. I still think this is Maish. And this is absolutely the fastest I've ever talked and fastest I've gotten through one of these videos. But Ish versus Cal. I picked Cal at the beginning, and I'm glad because Cal's a big favorite. Nobody from Thursday night except Dicker, the kicker. He had a pretty good game. I think that bought Ish's shit up a lot. He's starting injured Tyrod Taylor. What are we doing, Ishan? I had to talk him out of starting the fucking... He picked up the Bengals defense. I got the little notification. The team, all my exes live in Texas, picked up the Bengals defense. I looked and, yeah, God forbid, it's in his fucking starting lineup. Made him drop him. With that being said, maybe the Bengals defense will play great, and then Ish will call for collusion or something. But fuck it. Ish, you can't be starting the Bengals defense. They are fucking horrendous. Cal's team, Bijan against Miami was basically my main draw. Higgins, we'll have to see if last week was kind of a flash in the pan, but I think this is going to be a really good matchup. I got Cal's Voodoo Magic taking it, though. And then, yeah, we had our first trade of the year, and I'm about to push it through. Just wanted to get this video loading before I do that. So, Brett was having his Lamar Jackson sweepstakes. He said at 12 o'clock today, whatever his best offer for Lamar was, he'd take it. I guess he didn't like me offering him Christian Watson straight up for Lamar. That's fine. I thought it was a pretty good offer. I don't really understand. Brett got a worse, more injured quarterback and a very comparable receiver. I think they're averaging the same, so I don't know. Clay, good for you. I don't know. It's a weird move by Brett. He basically gets a comparable wide receiver and downgrades a quarterback. I don't know. And Jaden's hurt. I don't know. He's rocking with Raji, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to uphold it. And yeah, these are the official predictions I sent to the fellas yesterday, so all is above board. Got myself, I got Rag, I got Sutton, Cal, Mace, Scott, and Brett. I'm feeling a 7-0 week. Hopefully the fellas can get it done for me. Enjoy your weekend, everyone. 10 minutes, one little episode here. Enjoy.